I'm in Minneapolis, outside the courthouse where Derek Chauvin's murder trial has been taking place for the last 3 weeks. Prosecutors have gone over every moment of the 9 minutes and 29 seconds that Mr. Chauvin knelt on George Floyd in agonizing detail.
The toe of his boot is no longer touching the ground. This means that all of his body weight is being directed down at Mr. Floyd's neck.
The testimony is a reflection that it is not just Mr. Chauvin's fate that will be impacted by the outcome of this case. Many believe American policing is also on trial. The jury will now consider whether Mr. Chauvin's use of force was excessive and a substantial factor in Mr. Floyd's death. The outcome could have wider implications. It is extremely rare for a police officer to be charged, let alone convicted. It is even more unusual for a white police officer to be convicted of killing a black man. The Floyd family have even called the trial a referendum on how far America has come in the 10 months since Mr. Floyd's death. With so much riding on the case, Minneapolis is bracing for potential unrest. Businesses in downtown Minneapolis have been covered with plywood, and barbed wire and fencing surround the courthouse where Mr. Chauvin's trial was taking place. Armed National Guard troops have also been drafted in from across the state. The city has brought in all this extra security amid fears that Minneapolis could see a return to the violent clashes that rocked it last summer. Local activists have told me that the militarized atmosphere has added to tensions. Adding to the tension is another recent police killing of a black man. Just last week, 20-year-old Dante Wright was shot dead by Kimberly Potter, a white police officer, during a traffic stop. Many feel that for justice to be done, Mr. Chauvin must be convicted of the highest charge he faces, second-degree murder. All 12 jurors must agree for Mr. Chauvin to be convicted. Just one holdout could scupper the prosecution's case. In the meantime, local activists have taken to the streets, and they vow to stay there until Mr. Chauvin and the other 3 officers in the case are convicted.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.